Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The 2025 Iowa Nouveau is the first wine of the season and is an excellent wine for Thanksgiving dinner. It's a fresh and fruity dry red wine that's big enough for the turkey, dressing, and cranberry salad while not overpowering the mashed potatoes. The grapes for this wine were all grown in our vineyards and were still hanging on the vines on Labor Day. It goes on sale at the winery and at your favorite retailer on Thursday, November 20th.
Shop at Barnwired on the south side of the square in Sigourney this Friday and Saturday for incredible deals. Black Friday deals on merchandise start when you spend $50 and get 5% off all the way up to when you spend $250 and get 25% off. On Small Business Saturday, get great deals on gift cards, Corksicle, Hygro, and buy one get one 50% off on all ornaments, socks, and dish towels of equal or lesser value. Barnwired at 119 East Marion in Sigourney.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
Who has time to stop for a sit-down meal? You need something fast, fresh, and filling. Something that tastes homemade. That's where Casey's comes in. We're not just a convenience store. We're your go-to spot for food that actually satisfies. Stop by Casey's in Sigourney today. Make your day easier with great food from Casey's. Order ahead on the Casey's app for quick pickup. From a full tank of gas to a full meal, Casey's in Sigourney is your one-stop shop.
It's the holiday season at Stam Garden Center and Nursery. Come visit Stam's to take a closer look at all that they have to offer. Stam Garden Center and Nursery is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed on Sundays. Located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa. Call 641-672-1437. Experience the color this Christmas at Stam Garden Center and Nursery.
Hello friends, welcome to Library here with Miss Amanda here on Steve Shuttler Media. Happy Thanksgiving! If you were tuning in for my video this week, thank you for taking time out of your Thanksgiving to check in with the library. I do have some fun stuff for you guys today on this segment. Last week we were talking turkey. My question of the week last week was, how many towns in the United States are named Turkey? And I was actually surprised by this. There's four towns named Turkey. Can you imagine not living in Sigourney? Instead, we'd be in Turkey, Iowa. There are actually 4 towns named Turkey in Texas, Arizona, Louisiana, and North Carolina. Kind of an interesting little factoid. My question this week is about the Macy's Day Parade. So some debate on what you guys watch for Thanksgiving. I know some people are strictly parade, some people are strictly football, some people watch other things. Some people don't watch anything at all. What team are you on? Are you team parade or team football? I usually lean towards a parade. Thanksgiving at my grandma's, we always had the parade on. There would be another TV somewhere in the house on with the game on, the football game. But the main TV always had the parade on, and I loved, as a kid, even now, I love watching it, and all the balloons, and all the performers, and all of the great things that they do during the parade. So, I hope to pass this tradition down to my kids. We love watching the parade. It's a good time watching to see what balloons they feature every year. So my question of the week is about the Macy's Day Parade and their character balloons. So what character balloon has made the most appearances in the Macy's Day Parade? There's one specific character that has made many appearances, maybe in different like costumes and stuff, different balloons, but the main character is the same one that has appeared the most times in the Macy's Day Parade. And I will get to that and a couple other little fun facts that I learned about Thanksgiving that I had no idea about at the end of my segment. So some books you don't want to miss. So I have going to give you a little update on the little peek into library land. A lot of people don't realize that there is some stuff going on in library land with book distribution. So I've had some people that have been a little irritated that there's not a lot of new books or movies or anything out right now. So there is a company called Baker and Taylor that is has been distributing books and movies and things to libraries for over 200 years across the entire United States. And it is the main distributor that we use here at the Sigourney Public Library. And they announced in October that they were phasing out, that they were going to be closing their doors. They had an acquisition deal that fell through that has caused them to close their doors. So what this means for us is that there is going to be a delay in new titles and new movies, new books, etc. We're trying to cover all of the stuff that we got from them through other vendors that we use. We do have some other companies that we use. However, they don't offer the same services that Baker and Taylor did. For instance, they always process the books for us. So they always gave us the, some of this might not make sense, but in library land, this takes a lot of time to do in-house. So it was nice that they did it for us. So they would cover some of the books for us. They would put the labels on them for us. They would give us the record to put in our catalog already pretty much done. So a lot of that stuff we are going to have to be taking on ourselves now, which is not a huge deal, but it is just a time thing. So it will slow down processing a little bit. This also is going to put a little strain financially on a lot of libraries. Baker and Taylor always had really great deals for libraries, specifically on books. And some of these other vendors don't give the great deals and discounts and stuff. So we're just asking for some patience while we go through this transition. We will not be getting anything new from Baker and Taylor. So anything that I have ordered in the last couple of months, I will have to reorder from somewhere else, and then we will have to wait for them to get here, and then we will have to do all the processing ourselves. So we just ask for a little bit of patience. If you want some more information on this, I do have a printed sheet I will have here at the library that tells you all about it. And again, we apologize for this. We kind of heard about this, that it might be happening earlier this fall, but they waited until like the last minute to actually tell libraries that they were for sure closing. So there's a lot of libraries in the same boat as us that are kind of, we're not scrambling, but we're trying to fill the holes where they provided so many services. We're trying to find other places to provide those services for us. So again, we appreciate your patience with all of that. It's been a transition. So I did have 2 books that I want to feature. Just 2 that we are doing for some programs we have at the library. So Cook the Book is our potluck style event. So if you don't know, every month we pick a cookbook. Patrons come and they pick 1 recipe or 2 recipes, whatever, recipe or 2 out of the cookbook on the day of the event. So our next one will be December 1st. They will make that recipe or 2 or whatever they picked and bring it, and we all get to try the different recipes and have a potluck event. We take maybe 5 or 10 minutes just to discuss all the recipes with the people who made them. However, most of it is a social time, and it is a really good time. So Cook the Book, our book for December is Simply Christmas. Of course, we had to do a Christmas one. I've actually been hanging on to this one for like 6 months because I found it at a thrift store and thought it would be perfect for Cook the Book. So we're doing Simply Christmas, recipes for the holiday. We already have 11 people signed up. So we have things from chocolate chip brownies, baked spaghetti, cranberry pork roast, peanut brittle, party potatoes, crab dip, scallop corn, cranberry salad, cherry delight, hot chocolate, nuts and bolts. Yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff already picked on here. But if you'd like to come to this event, this will be at the front desk if you want to pick out a recipe. And then our book chat will be on December 20th. They are reading The Christmas Bells by Jennifer Schiaverini. That's a hard one to say. Schiaverini. We have lots of copies of this, and if you would like to come and pick it up, just some blurbs from people who have read this. A gentle exploration of tragedy, hope, the power of Christmas, and the possibility of miracles. Schiaverini's depiction of the essential decency of some of our nation's early leaders is a high point. Yeah, some of these are about other books she did, I guess. So the Tragedy, Hope, the Power of Christmas, and Possibility Miracles is from The Christmas Bells. And like I said, we have lots of copies, and if you'd like to read it, you don't have to come to the book chat if you don't want to, but if you'd like to read the book and come, it's December 20th at 10 a.m. All right, other programs we have coming up at the library. Toddler Story Times will be every Monday at 11:30 with Miss Brandy. She is going to do, I believe, every Monday in December. So I know there were some in there that might interfere with some holiday stuff, but we're still going to have a toddler time as long as we have kiddos coming. Cook the Book, December 1st. After school programs will be on December 16th, 17th, and 18th. The freezer meals we do not do in December, so check our Facebook page for January's meals. We already have quite the crew signed up, but plenty of spots left. Book club will be December 20th. They're doing Christmas Bells. I just showed you closures for the holiday season. So for Thanksgiving, on Wednesday we will close at 5. On Thanksgiving Day we'll be closed all day. For Christmas, we will be closed December 24th, Christmas Eve at 3, and then closed all day on Christmas. And then New Year's Eve, we will close at 5. Again, this will all be on our Facebook page as well. Our big event coming up is our 16th annual Breakfast with Santa. We have gotten some really, really great things lined up in the past few weeks. So we always have our silent auction. Of course, we have lots and lots of items already ready to post for that. That'll be all online. We have an event. If you go to our Facebook page and find that event, click that you're going. All of this stuff will start being posted on December 1st. Make sure you click on discussion to see everything. And I believe once you bid on an item, if you get outbid, if somebody else comments a higher bid, then you will get a notification. I'll have to double check on that, but it will all be under discussion on that event. Then we have, of course, Santa and Mrs. Claus with her crafts. We are having breakfast catered by Barnwired. That will be sponsored by the Friends of the Library. Thank you. We will have our silent auction items out for people to look at. The silent auction closes the next day, so if you want to come to Breakfast with Santa and see the items in person, you still have a day to bid on that stuff. And we just secured a professional photographer to come and take pictures for us. So if you'd like to dress a certain nice way and get a nice professional picture done for Christmas or with Santa or whatever you would like, she will be buzzing around here. Sam Boonder will be here doing pictures for us. We're very excited. There is no sign up for that. She will take the pictures, and then once she has those all edited and however to make them look all wonderful and great like she does, she will send them to us. We will post them to our social media. If you see people on there, feel free to tag them, but we will not be sending them out to people. They will just be on our social media. Yeah, what else do we have going on? We have so much stuff going on for Breakfast with Santa. It's a great time every year, and we hope to see a great crowd. Again, that time is December 13th, 9:30 to 11:30. Okay, my trivia question of the week. What character balloon has made the most appearances in the Macy's Day Parade? And this isn't really a big surprise to me once I found out. It is actually Snoopy. Snoopy has made the most appearances. He made his debut in 1968 and has been a part of 7 balloons, making 39 appearances. He actually in 2016 was replaced by Charlie Brown, and then in 2019 they brought him back as an astronaut. So that was his 8th balloon that he's been a part of. So he has been in the parade 39 times. That's pretty incredible. My daughter Evie and I were looking at the list of balloons that they have coming this year, and there's some really good ones. Of course, we're excited for the Pokemon. Pikachu and Eevee, which she's named after, will be there. SpongeBob, Bluey. Then there's a bunch of more nostalgic ones. I think Sesame Street. I don't think Snoopy was making an appearance. There's a whole bunch of them, though, but we were, of course, excited for the Eevee one. There were a couple other little trivia things that I found interesting that I did not know that I thought I would share since it is Thanksgiving. So Black Friday is one of the busiest days for shoppers, for shopping, but it apparently is also one of the busiest days for plumbers. You might, be able to work out why yourself, why it's so busy for plumbers. But it is so busy that the company Roto-Rooter Plumbing has actually renamed the day Black Friday to Brown Friday, which I thought was hilarious. I never thought about something like that, but yeah, I could see why that would be a busy day for them. And then the other thing that I found that was interesting is there's so many videos out there about the proper way to cook your turkey and when to take it out and when to baste it and when to do this and how to stuff it. And there's actually, Butterball has a turkey talk line that they have started over 40 years ago. And it says if you find Google too overwhelming, reach for your phone for the turkey talk line. It's real and there to help you. So sometimes if you use a search engine to look for something specific, it can be a little overwhelming, all the results you get. But they have a turkey talk line that's been open since 1981. And there are different languages if you need, but they have answered more than 100,000 questions for thousands of households every year. So if you are wondering what to do, let me see if I can pull up that, if they have a number, just out of curiosity. Let's see. Yes, so if you call 1-800-BUTTERBALL, that's awesome. Or you can text too. You can text 844-877-3456 to talk with turkey experts. So 1-800-BUTTERBALL, or you can text them. That's hilarious. All right. Oh, I forgot my Did You Know of this week. Did you know from the library? We do freezer meals every month. I know we talk a lot about them, but when I calculated how many bags we used for last week's Did You Know, which is over 58,000 if you'd want to know, since we started in 2018, I also calculated how many meals we have prepared since the beginning of this. So since the beginning of our freezer meals in 2018, we have prepared 16,000 meals. Yeah, 16,000 meals we have prepared through our freezer meals. So just a fun little factoid for the library. I love doing these little Did You Knows. I have some other information from our annual report about some of the things we get to do every year and just the vast amount of things going on all the time at the library. So I'm excited to share those with you in the upcoming weeks. But for this week, that is all that I have for you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Again, thank you for tuning in. Just as a fun little fact, if you've made it this far, comment below and tell me what your favorite thing to eat for Thanksgiving is. Mine would probably be ham on a really hot buttery roll. It's always been one of my favorites. Very good. Have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you next week, guys.